Okay, now before we move any further with our success function, let's create a new file inside of the MOD folder, the file which we're calling actually from this Ajax call, and which name is simply basket.php. Inside of this file, if we start with the opening PHP tag, we don't need the closing one, require once, and we need to require our inc autoload file. So /inc, and inside of the inc folder we've got autoload.php. We need this file because there's several different things like, for instance, calling the class, obviously, so that it automatically finds the relevant file and includes it on the page. So if is set post job and is set post ID, we're checking whether the post with these keys has been sent, and basically we're sending this here using post method to this file, and we're sending ID and we're sending the job. So obviously we're checking if this has been set. So if they have, then we create out array, which is our array to store the information which we'll output later on. Then we have job variable, and we assign the value from our post job. Then we have ID variable, and the same thing, post ID this time. Okay, now we're going to create obj catalog, which will equal new catalog. And if we open our classes folder and our catalog.php file, you can see we've got get product. We actually haven't got this one yet, so we need to create it. So we need one product, just this product, which will be identified by this specific ID. So after get products function, if we create a few new lines, copy the get products function and paste it here, so we've got basically product ID here rather than the category, so ID. And what we're doing now is going to be select from table 2, which is products, where ID equals, and it's going to be our ID parameter. Let's keep it within the escape method. We don't need order by date. That should be fine. Then fetch 1 SQL. So we can copy the name of this function now. Go back to our basket.php, and we're going to create product variable, which will equal the name of the function, before that function, name of the class instance, arrow, and obviously semicolon right at the end. So now we know, we obviously have to pass the ID as well. So copy this ID and pass the ID to this function. Now we're checking if our product array isn't empty. In other words, if the product has been found with this ID has been found. So switch statement, and we pass in a job to this switch statement. Depending on the job, we're going to use different method inside of the sessions class. So case 0, then break, case 1, then break. Okay, if case is 0, then session, and the method will be called remove item, and we pass in the ID of this item. If the case is 1, then we use session set item and ID. We create both of these method in the next video. Before that, we also need to add out job. So we add into this out array index job with the value different to the case. So obviously if it's 1, it will be 0. If it's 0, it will be 1. So we copy this. And here we're going to replace it with 0, because this is going to be used later on to change the link as well. And at the end we echo JSON encode, which is a PHP function, out, which converts our normal PHP array to JavaScript array. Okay, so I think we've got everything set within this file, so we can save it and close. In the next video, we're going to be going to our session class. We're going to create our session class together with these methods which we've just used in the previous file.